Alright, got this fired up. Wait for somebody who's not me watching. I don't know if I have to watch my own. That's the only way I can see the chat. 87, I was 2 years of age. Where does the time go? This is another game I've never forgotten. One of the best Zelda games. Yes! Thank you! This game, I'm telling you right now, if this game got a remaster and came out today, people would love it. Alright, Link. You gotta go, brother. Let's see what I'll name myself. Yeah, let's go with Link. It's lame. Now, you know what? Now I'll do Link. Almost named him Tingle, but then I thought better of it. Can't sully this game. What was I thinking? Never favored it. Maybe this will change my mind. Hey, Jason, what's up? Sorry if I missed you in the... just finished Secret of Evermore. I know I probably starting at this time. It's probably difficult for you to jump right in, but I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, this is one of those games. I mean, I don't know. I always wonder, like, would I like it today if I was playing it for the first time? I don't know, but I think I just kind of got lucky as a kid because, you know, we were all kind of at the mercy of what we had access to. And this was just like one of the best games that I, you know, could play on NES because there were so many that I don't ever remember playing like Metal Gear, for example, on NES. I remember like Bill and Ted. I didn't like that one. I remember Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I played. Okay, you watched it. All right. I was wondering if you were there because I had 6 people, but I didn't see you in the chat, so I figured maybe you had just tuned in. Thank you. I appreciate anybody that pops in and watches or listens. Welcome to Rauru. Aren't they all like named at like the sage names? The towns. Of course, playing this back in the day, you're not gonna freaking know that. It's just random crap. You know that they later then went in and filled in. It was like the sage names. Let's name them after the towns. Wait, is it this person? Talk with my father before you leave town. Will do. I love that they just disappear. They immediately... Oh, wait, no. They're here. Okay. Each town has a wise man. Learn from him. I will. And then I, too, can be a wise man. In Parappa Desert, use this magic to survive. Meow, 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 meow. I will. It's like the only spell you get for free, right? You have to do something for all the other ones. Because, yeah, I don't ever remember having Final Fantasy. I had Dragon Warrior. But there were so many NES games I never knew they existed because I was never in the same place as them. So that's probably why I took to this game. Because it was just one of the better games that I could play on the NES. Who knows? I always kind of wonder why, you know, some people gravitate towards one thing and others don't. It's like you almost don't get to choose, you know, the things that you're interested in. They kind of choose you. You know, or otherwise we would just all like the same stuff. We'd just like everything. So I wonder what it is. I've kind of thought about it a lot, and I wonder if it has something to do with... I couldn't read yet, because when I started gaming, I was probably about like 5 or so, give or take. And that I couldn't read, you know, you don't need to know how to read to enjoy like the sound effects and the music. So it was probably the music. That was probably a heavy part of it. And I think I was just fascinated by the overworld. Like, it felt like there was so much. I'm gonna be so embarrassed if I die during one of these sections. Real life ain't got no rewind. Oh, I did get it. Yeah. Stroke of luck. Now this is easy. Yeah, remember back in the day, this game was impossible. I also remember thinking you needed the hammer to get the hammer. The ridiculous crap you think as a kid. I should have waited, I think, because now he's going to toss those. And I'm going to jump right on him. You don't get your face beaten in. Made him regret that. But yeah, it's the only Zelda game in the series that does what it does. It's the most unique one. I wish Nintendo would do something with it. I think they could do like a 2.5D or whatever remaster. I think they could do something. Oh, this carbonated crap's gonna kill me. And I think it'd be better received today. They could, you know, kind of do rough, you know, sand down the edges, like the more like cryptic stuff that's not so readily available. They could put maps in the dungeons. Those would help. I think it'd have a better following nowadays. All right, I always go the wrong way first. Oh, yep. No key. That's me when I got 2 ways to go. Yeah, this game felt huge playing it back on, you know, in the day. Just it felt like an open world game today. And then when you grow up, you're just amazed at how tiny these games were. It's like your imagination fills in all that, everything that doesn't exist about it. Your imagination picks it up, does all the heavy lifting. I gotta be careful, I don't have the life spell. Oh, schmacked. I think there's a fairy in here, though, so... Yeah, they really should do a rematch, like you said, yeah. Because, I mean, like, look at... Dragon... Wait, yeah. Dragon Warrior... They did 3, right? Now they're doing 1 and 2. They're going in the opposite direction. That's what I'm thinking of, I think. Yeah, I was thinking of... What was it on, like, Game Boy Color, I think, Dragon Warrior 1 and 2. But I think now they're doing... They did 3. Yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking of. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea at all. Because, I mean, a lot of people like the first one. It's very well known. I'm gonna die very early on in this, which is something that doesn't usually happen. Oh, if one more hit and I'm out. Be dead already. I don't know. I thought there was a fairy. No, no. It's only if I could take that guy out without dying. I don't know, man. Yes! There we go. I got hammy with it. Favorite games. Yeah, Dragon Quest II, is that the first one in this series where you get a party? Is that where you get like 3 characters? I remember liking that one. I think we went through that on Game Boy at the same time. That was a good time. Yeah, maybe not a lot of replay value, but it was fun back then. I feel like 3 is where it really ballooned. But then I don't know that, because Is the 3 that we played, is that drastically different from how it was on NES? Oh, that turbo one. Oh man, I'm in such a good gotta get rid of this. If I don't, he's gonna hit me in the face. That other one's gonna hit me in the back. Come on, dude. I was wondering if I'd get 2. Ah, because yeah, I'm not gonna be able to lock him down now. Not doing that again. No! Made an investment. Yeah, because I'd have sat there and burned through the rest of my life bar. Man, these guys are ruthless. I'm gonna get killed by a slime. I haven't played this in so long, I'm gonna be so bad at it. These guys are gonna get me. Ah, or I just won't jump. Oh my god. Alright, dude. Throw your frickin' drumsticks. Chicken wings. Alright, come on. Come on, dude. Just had to headbutt him there. That was the secret. I paid for that. No rewind either. Right through the visor. Alright, that went better. I figured that out of frustration way back in the day. Yeah, it is worth killing the flyers, but I was trying to get that first one. Ah, dagnabbit. Did not go the right way. But I wasn't able to pull it off before the other one ricocheted in the right pattern and got me. And unfortunately, I was stabbing the fast one. So I'm like, once he escapes, I'm never going to be... I got lucky in that I was able to get him. I really don't have a key, man. I messed this up. Man, I'm in a bad spot. I might have to try to get him. Don't want to die. Oh, you cheek. Look at that. He knew. He ain't stupid. Yeah, I won't make it through this hallway. Dude, come on. Might have to kill the slimes. That's a risky endeavor. It's not gonna help me. I don't know. Yeah, it's almost more dangerous going back to deal with the slimes. I'm not gonna make it through here. I don't even have enough to use shield. Because I know if you haul, they will hit you. Because yeah, he's gonna get the right zigzag. Wow! Go me. That never happens. Farm the other engine at 4 attack. Yeah, that is a good thing to level up right away as your attack, because you kill stuff faster. This slime's gonna mess everything up. Oh! I was robbed. But there's a fairy, right? Yeah, this is what I was thinking of. I need a key. Hopefully the dust will come off and I'll do a little bit better. I think I get a key up here. Because yeah, the other way would be to the boss, I think. No! Oh, I thought he was going to hit me. I think there's a couple keys this way. Yeah, one screen at a time. Yeah, I really should kill one. They are worth 50's a lot at this stage. It just gets so much easier once you have down thrust, and you can turn it into a mindless... Come on, dude. Come on. Buffalo Wild Wings. Come on, dude. Stop throwing stuff. What are those anyway? They're supposed to be like... Come on. I love these, like, red. It's creepy looking. Never realized what they looked like, because playing on NES you couldn't tell. Look, he's a red guy. What is he? I don't know. A red dude. I love the simple colors, like Link's flesh is the same color as his weapon. Goofy guys just hop along with their dagger out. I'll get him eventually. You turn. Oh, there he goes. Alright, now we can go use that key. Alright, dude. Don't mess it up, slime. Alright, let's try to get some experience here. At least with 2 attack, this'll go a smidge faster. Can you imagine what your arm would feel like after this? You're like, oh my god. Just die, Death Skull. He's gonna have like 1 buff arm. Zelda will be like, what were you doing while I was asleep? No, you don't understand, there were skulls. They bounced all over the place. I had to whack them hard to get rid of them. Oh, I bet. This will give us a level up. That wasn't actually too bad. Doesn't take too long. Yep, I love doing that. Get a level, go beat the boss, get another one. It's like you're shopping at some kind of frugal thrift store or what. He's like, oh god, he's a saver. What do you mean? He's not gonna come in the boss room till he's leveled up because he's cheap. He's gonna beat you. Wait, who says he's gonna beat me? And then he's gonna level up in the next room. All these, it's just, man, this one's like going right into my path here. Yeah, I think I had mentioned it before, but I love this game a lot, and I love Skyward Sword, and to me they're kind of like, they're similar in that like sword fighting aspect, because in the original game you could only attack in 4 directions. And so you could kind of argue that that's sword play, but this introduced the different directions, high and low. Oh my god. You know, as well as up thrust, down thrust. And so playing Skyward Sword was really cool in that way, because I know it's kind of cheesy when they were like, oh, there you have the sword in your hands for the first time. And the pacing is kind of off, like there are large periods of time in Skyward Sword where like you don't really see the antagonist. He's just kind of, I don't know, wherever, doing whatever. But other than that, I feel like they're, you know, I feel that way about like so many games that are divisive. Like, to me, the good stuff outweighs the bad. I still need to play that on Switch and see, because they got rid of the, every time you pick up an item for, you know, whatever that session is, it tells you what it is, and I don't know if you can skip a lot of, like, the stuff that Fee says, because she's kind of, like, she's in and out with how annoying she is, like, you know, you get to the first boss door in the game, and she's like, it's a boss door, you need a key to open it, and you're like, okay, I understand, I got it. And then you beat, like, 2 more dungeons, and she doesn't say anything, and then you get to a boss door, I think it's on, like, the ship, and she's like, oh, you need a key, and I'm like, wait a minute. We've done this before. Why are you telling me again? You skipped the last couple places. Dude, you gonna, like, command strip your face to the ceiling again? Okay, you didn't. Good lord, that one's, like, hyper-powered. You know what? I can't use shield. I don't have enough. Out the way! Uh-oh. Gonna die in a hallway. Alone. He's gonna... Oh, I thought he was gonna ricochet down here. That would've been a dink move. Yeah, the low ceiling, though, makes it kind of easier to stab him in the face. There's a guy here I can stab in the shins, yeah. He never thought to, like, duck down. Maybe he can't, he's got real stiff legs. Alright, come on, dude. Jumps into the ceiling. Yeah, I don't know if you saw, guys, Randy Pitchford pissing everybody off with... what did he say? I don't know what's coming to my mind right now, but... Just, you know, the state of everything, and talking about, like, the price of Borderlands 4, and how, like, real fans will buy it. Like, I get what he's saying. I'm not defending the dink, but... You know, how he's like, oh, real fans will buy it anyways, and it's like... Oh, man, I'm so close. Does the boss give you experience? Well, I probably can't get out of the room after I beat him. But it's like, dude, even if you give him, like, the benefit of the doubt and you know what he means, it's like you're a CEO, like, don't say stuff like that, you know? And plus, it's kind of, his story there is kind of dumb, where he's saying what, he was just out of high school and working at an ice cream place or whatever for minimum wage, and he bought some, like, $80 game, and it's like, yeah, but dude, were you still living at home? Like, I remember the days where I could take my whole $200 or $300 paycheck and go buy games and stuff with it. Yeah, that was a great time. But, like, I wouldn't tell people today, like, oh, I did it back then, you can do it too. And it's like, yeah, well, dude, rent is also, like, 3 times what it was back in the day. So, it just, I don't know. I'm an idiot. But, oh, he gives you 50. Okay. But, on the flip side, though, you know, for the people that are upset, it's like, listen, any business is going to charge you, you know that whole lame saying, like, if you build it, they will come. Well, I say, if you buy it, they will charge. Like, any company is going to charge you, so if he gives me 50, I'll level, and then I'll get the jewel. They're going to charge you whatever you're willing to pay, you know? Like, I always tell people, like, look, I could go outside by the side of the road, and I could sell glasses of lemonade for, like, $70 each. Can you really blame me if people are buying them? I mean, yeah, like, I get what he's saying, but I don't know. Who's the problem lie with, really? Because if people buy it at 80, then, you know, game companies are going to start eyeballing 90 as the next price, you know, and everybody thinks, like, oh, this is going to crash the industry, and it's like, nah, I don't think so, because when the industry crashed here in the States way back, first of all, it was a whole different video game climate. You know, there wasn't a diverse catalog of, you know, companies and games like we have today. It was just kind of oversaturation of the same poorly made garbage. Whereas today, you know, people aren't spending their money on poorly made crap. Like, the money that people spend on stuff today, you can argue that maybe it's overpriced or expensive or whatever, but people, they see value in it. So, like, me personally, I'm not going to be buying the Switch 2 for $450. It's just, it's not right. It's not the right time for me. I waited 3 years till I got the Switch. But I don't care if other people are like, hey, I want that. I'm going to go buy it. It's not my money. Yeah, I mean, he kind of tried to. You know, he was like, oh, it has a bigger budget. Well, okay, does that mean it's a better game? Bigger budget doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I feel like video games, yeah, they did. They turned $60 and it kind of stayed that way. You're right, Jason. And then it's like, okay, we're ready to go up in price again. And, you know, if a company has the kind of product that can command that price point, I don't know, then that's really up to the company. Like, personally, I don't think Borderlands is a game that would sell for very long at, let's say, $80. Maybe initially when it comes out. But I think you'd see it 6 months drop drastically in price. It'd be down to like $50. Whereas, you know, Grand Theft Auto 6 is probably going to be something that comes out and everybody's thinking that's going to be like 100 plus. But they can charge that if people are willing to pay it. just says, back when Nintendo had the seal of quality. Yeah, the eShop is so full of junk that people have taken to calling it the seal of quantity. Yeah. Oh, God, remember did you mention it? Remember the Wii? Oh, my God, the Wii was like a toilet of just junk. There was nothing but junk on their eShop. So that's why I really don't get into fights with people, you know, because there's this whole thing going on now where, you know, oh, Nintendo, I saw somebody call Nintendo evil for, you know, the stuff that they're doing. And I'm like, listen, you know, I think we can all agree on what evil is. Dude, turn the other way. There we go. I mean, you can argue that it's like anti-customer, you know, it's scummy that they're charging so much and they have that, because everybody's also upset about their end user license agreement where they kind of leave that back door open. They can like brick your machine, which I don't think that's really going to be used. But I understand why people don't even like that it's there. But it's like, listen, you don't have to buy the console. You know, if I go to buy a car and I'm like, oh, hey, what's this down here in the fine print where it says you can remotely like destroy my engine at any time that you choose. And, you know, the dealer says, oh, yeah, that's going to be, that's only if, you know, somebody steals the car or whatever, you know, or it's in a chop. Oh, well, okay, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Like, take that out, or I'm not buying the car. Like, you have the freedom to go somewhere else. So I really just roll my eyes when people are like, oh, Nintendo's making people pay money. They're making people sign away their rights. You can't sue them in a class action lawsuit anymore. And it's like, nobody's making anyone do anything. And like, I'm not defending them, I'm just pointing it out, because that's the other parroted response you get when you try to point out this like ridiculous crap. Is like, oh, you stop defending the billion-dollar company. I'm not defending anybody, I'm just pointing out the obvious fact that you don't have to buy this. I think what happens is people, they want it, but it's like a slight against them that it costs more or something, so they have to like, I don't know what it is. They take it wrong. It's like, dude, just don't buy it. Yeah, it just says, people are overreacting to that. Every company does it. It's typically meant to deter people that would pirate. Yes, exactly. Or ruin the online experience with cheating. Yeah, it's, you know, I don't know. I don't like it. I understand that, oh, good lord. Didn't Sony do it with one of the PlayStations? I might have that wrong. I think Nintendo did it with the Wii or the Wii U, you know. But, and again, that's not justifying it to me. I don't think that a company should ever have that power over something that you've bought. Because, like, I think it should begin and end at they ban your account. You know, they can, like, nuke your account. Oh, if you're hacking, you know, playing pirated software, whatever. Nuke the person's, like, the ability to connect it to the internet or something. I don't know. But, like, destroying it or rendering it partially inoperable or completely, that's kind of weird. I don't agree with that, but whatever. You know, I have a feeling people are going to buy it anyways. I got jump here, right? Because I was talking and trying to do anything. And Mike says he's not interested in Borderlands 4. Yeah, I'm not really either. I don't know what happened with Borderlands. I feel like 2 was really good. That's kind of where everybody kind of agrees it peaked. The pre-sequel, I actually kind of like that one. I feel like it was fun enough to play, you know, a couple of times. And I feel like they just like took too long to come out with the next one. I feel like that series was kind of reliant on like hype, and they took so long to come out with the third game that I don't know, I just kind of didn't care by that point. But I don't know how many people are like me though. Fiery Soul, I'm not buying the Switch 2. Yeah, are you not getting it at all, or just not initially? Because I'll probably get it. Like, I'm not one of those people sitting here stomping my feet, you know. I'm not getting it. But I'll probably just wait. You know, I did it with the Switch. I'll do it again with. Oh my gosh, this guy's gonna wreck me with just me headbutting him. Oh, I didn't think he was gonna throw low, but he did. Yeah, you try to say that online, you'll get chewed up, though. It's like, dude, just, you know, don't buy it. And the benefit of not getting it right away, like I did with the Switch, is that when I finally got it, I had all these games to play. Some of them were, you know, $10 or more, you know, cheaper. Oh, jeez. I do not want to die. I've got, like, OCD about that. Oh, he's gonna kill me. Ah, oh well. I haven't played it so long. Dag nabbit. I was hoping I could do a no death, but it's kind of ideal versus reality. I haven't played this in a while. Ah, I guessed wrong. Even though his hand was high. I'm all over the Switch. Let's see. People bought used systems before, only find their banned units. Yep. Jay says he's all over Switch too. Can't wait to get my grubby little mitts. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, at the end of the day, it's like a personal choice. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's sensible to spend $1,000 on a cell phone. But, like, if somebody has $1,000 cell phone, like, what do I care? You know, I'm not going to be like, well, you're dumb. Like, you wasted money. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not my money. Like, people can spend their money on whatever they want. And you know what? If I made enough money to blow $1,000 on a cell phone, I might. Right? I'm not there, so to me it doesn't make sense, but it does to a lot of people. Oh my gosh. I'm really showing my rust. There we go. Not for a long time, maybe never. No shame in skipping generation. Yeah, Fire Soul, I kind of agree. I would have sat out the last generation, actually, but someone ended up buying... Actually, I bought the Switch, but the Xbox and the PlayStation 5, someone bought for me. Mike says, I've never succeeded in a no-death run for this game. Don't feel bad. Yeah, I was hoping I'd make it at least to Death Mountain before I died, but... Fire Soul says, unless Chrono Trigger 2 exclusive to the Switch. Yeah, there are rumors that there's a Chrono Trigger sequel. Personally, I feel like they should leave it alone, but you know how corporations can be. I'd be more happy with like a Chrono Trigger, like 3D, like the same kind of game, like the, you know, but with like 3D characters, something like that, like a kind of like Mario RPG did, you know, the remake there. It's like very faithful to the game. Like I was delighted that they didn't put voice acting in the Mario RPG remake. Too many games make that mistake. It's like, listen, this was a very simple game. You don't need to put voice acting in it. It would be like going back and remaking Metroid for NES and putting like 4 hours of voice acting in it. It's like, no, it does not mesh with the gameplay. You're actually bogging down the experience. Imagine like all this voice acting and like you replaying Sonic the Hedgehog 2 or whatever. And you gotta stop every minute and a half for voice acting. So I was delighted to see they didn't do that. Less is more. There's some dude's house. Yeah, the dude's house is in these woods somewhere. I love you go in these woods, there's no trees. Oh geez, oh geez. Gonna get banged up. I just don't remember which tree. You'll know it when the screen goes like bonkers, because I think it's like gonna be baby blue or something like that when I find it. Oh my god. I will never financially recover from this. It's your house, doofus. Oh my god. No, I'm gonna die here. Ganon's got nothing to worry about. He's like, man, look at this idiot. He got me with his jump. I died. Man! I didn't think I was gonna have trouble with this. Getting old. Younger me would be so disappointed. What happened to you, man? You used to be cool. Well, no, I was never cool, but... Oh no, it's a big guy. Big guys get the trees. And death eagles. Whoa, holy crap! And spiders. Man, I'm gonna get a game over here just looking for this doofus's house. I don't remember which tree it is. Safe on the road, right? Fire Soul said Link to the Past 3D remake. Yeah, Link to the Past would be a good one to bring back. I think a lot of people would like that. But every console launch since the Wii, Jason says. Yeah. I remember sitting outside GameStop for the Wii U. I was like, uh-oh, there's nobody here. I thought I had the wrong day. Oh man, that feels like yesterday. Yeah, I miss exclusives too. I know a lot of people don't like them. But, you know, you look at Xbox, and it's like, what do they have? You know, and I just kind of feel like Xbox doesn't even care anymore. Oh, I found it! Yay, you think he'll pay my hospital bills? He's like, dude, what the hell? I moved out here to get away from people like you. Bagu's my name. Show my note to Riverman. Is his name Riverman, or is he a man by... Get out! Okay. Oh no. Oh no. PTSD. You know what? Run! I'm wearing boots of escaping. Ah, no, I'm not! Oh my god! It's a gang! Dude, they're not getting out of here. Dude, that was... Man, Hayabusa would be proud. That was a fluke. That'll never happen again. Oh no. These guys, they throw like the death meatballs. Eh. Jeff Pruitt, get me through it. Oh my god. God damn. Bridges, man. Alright. See what everybody's doing. Let's see. Parcels. Yeah, the new RPG. Yeah, Mario RPG's remake should be... Yeah, FF7 should have been more like the original game. I feel like Remake was okay. It was close enough. And then they just kind of came off the rails. You know what I mean? Rebirth, I don't really care. Rebirth could be my Half-Life 2 of the series, you know? I don't care. It could end here. And I wouldn't shed a tear. I don't care about where Final Fantasy VII goes. They lost me. I'm not interested. It's too much like Kingdom Hearts now. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like this game, Fire Soul, when it came out. I was one of the people that... I was like fascinated by it. I couldn't let it go, but I also couldn't beat it either. I didn't beat this game till I was like already an adult. And I cheated using save states on an emulator. And that kind of like helped me learn how to play it. And like what to do to beat it. And of course, you know, I had a map of the end dungeon, which is really where, like, the spot was that I couldn't get through. And then I went back on NES after I'd done it, and I actually beat the game. So, it wasn't like a completely earned victory, but I got there. Oh yes, there is an extra life in the swamp. I should go get that. I forgot about it. Oh, Mike told me where the frickin' dude's house was and I missed it. Damn it. Sorry about that. I had to get beat up first. Yeah, Jason, I think the combat in Rebirth was easily, like, the biggest improvement. Because I liked it in Remake, the same. But they really, like, ironed out, like, the little inadequacies, like, that the combat did have. I love the combat in Rebirth, but that's about it. I feel like that's the only thing that they nailed. Yeah, Square Enix and their refusal to... But isn't Dragon Quest III the remake they just did? Isn't that turn-based? And man, it sounds like that did really well. And you know what I hate about Square Enix and, like, their overly ridiculous, like, combat? You can only do so much to make it, like, zany and loopy and crazy. And then there's always, like, something about it that it's, like, not that deep. Like in Remake, you know, you can guard. Okay, you can block attacks. It's, like, up to you now. But if you're not guarding when something hits you... Even if it's 1 HP, like, you're going to get hit for all the other slaps that are coming your way. So it's like, this is kind of stupid. But then it's like you're flipping and flying through the air, suspending yourself in, you know, in midair, beating the crap out of stuff, and you're just like, what? But then I get poked by, like, a mosquito or whatever, and I'm like locked in place. I don't know, it just seems kind of dumb. Or in a cutscene, you can't jump over a truck. Like, it's just stupid. Yeah, the character models in Final Fantasy VII do look incredible. They did get... And I feel like, for the most part, the voice cast is fine. Everybody's, like, awesome. I just don't like Red 13's actual voice. I'm like, oh, guys, you should have stuck with his voice he has when you first meet him. Oh, yeah, Final Fantasy VI is good. Final Fantasy VI was... like 7 for the Super Nintendo. That was a huge... Going back and playing that now, I'm still blown away by the number of characters that they have. And sure, some get more time than others, but still, they all have, like, stories, backstories, and... It's incredible for... And it's very cinematic. Like, that's kind of where I feel like it started for Square Enix, because a lot of their games would go on to be... like very, very, very cinematic in the experience. It's like the Battle of the Gardens in Final Fantasy VIII, where like crap's happening behind you and you're running past it. I think the extra life's over by that boulder. And I think that's where it started, was in 6, because it has some truly amazing moments that you're like, man, I can't believe this was on Super Nintendo. Oh god, he's gonna murder me. It's gonna be the roughest run of this game I've ever made. It's like playing it again for the first time. Funny thing about those dolls is if I die and save, I don't think they come back. I always call them dolls. I don't know why. They're like one-ups. Little extra Link dolls. You know, I'm one of the few... I don't know. A lot of people like Final Fantasy IX. I hate that game. It just... I love the first half. It's so well-paced. It's so good. But then it's where, like, Zidane goes off on his own. I think it's when you meet the little summoner girl, Aiko or Iko, whatever her name is. That's where, like, the pacing really just kind of starts to... It's like they really ironed out that first half of the game. It's, like, very deliberate, methodical, and you're there for each step of the journey. And then it was like somebody said, all right, guys, you gotta wrap this up. This can't be a 20-disc game. So they're like, okay, and we're going to the end. And it just kind of zip, 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 just... hops and skips, and I feel like, I don't know, it's disjointed at the end, and I really don't like it. Yeah, 7 will always be a favorite of mine too, Jason. I can remember we bought, my family, we bought the strategy guide, because we didn't have a PlayStation yet, we didn't have the game. So we bought the strategy guide and just looked at it and read, and probably knew everything about the game before we even played it. And even when we got it and played it, we didn't have a memory card, so... But we didn't care, you know, it's being a kid. Yeah, 9 is close, you know, to being what a Final Fantasy game is, because they even brought the crystals back in that, right? It's just, I don't think it comes together well in the end. Oh, did I miss the life lady? Yeah, and that's the same thing with me, Jason. I was like, oh man, 9 is so good, I love it, I love it. And then when I played through it again... whenever that was, you know, I'm sure it's been years. You know, you get through the first half, you love it, and then that second half, you're just like, not only does the story kind of stink, and, I don't know, the places you go aren't that interesting, and I feel like it becomes too much of a, like a, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like Zidane's like a Cloud-type character, and his Kuja, whatever his name is like a Sephiroth one, and, you know, oh, I'm a clone, or not a real person. I don't even remember how it goes. And all the enemies towards the end have, like, very subtle but long-winded counterattack animations, so you're just sitting there waiting. And I don't know, like I said, it just doesn't nail the landing, but that first half is so good. Why do you hate FF9, Mike? I actually don't remember. What's up, Arturo? How you doing? Buddy! Buddy's here. Say they should start adding the right aspect to the Zelda games. The right aspect? Oh yeah, the damn table. Did I miss that? I'm a space cadet. I can't walk and chew gum. I shouldn't chew gum. Never mind doing anything else. Hey, buddy. Ow. Somebody put that in. Does he even have a point? I don't even remember that slime. I didn't mind Final Fantasy 15. Oh my god, the jump rope in Final Fantasy 9. That can go straight to hell. Found a mirror under the table. Don't worry, I'm sure after I started dying a million times, I would have been like, oh, shouldn't I have the life spell? Please, let me help you. Okay. Oh, never mind. Wrong lady. Ah! Could use her help now. The person that wants it. That's the end of town, right? Alright, lady. Can I get that help again? The bat attacked me. Yeah, I definitely am. I'm worse than I was back then. Xenoblade Chronicles is good. That's an example, I think, of a combat system that has some quirks that comes together pretty well. And I feel like it's pretty simple in the first one, even though that one's always going to be my favorite. I think the original. At least they made it more interesting in the latter ones. The lightning in FF10, that was another thing I never did. Nope. Couldn't do it. That's where I think... Well, Final Fantasy IX with the jump rope would probably be where games started to have things in them that I just wasn't good enough to do it. But 10 with the lightning. I never got all the ultimate weapons in 10. You did everything in Final Fantasy X? Oh my god. Blitzball wasn't so bad, but that lightning... But then sometimes I come around and do things, like I finally got 100 jumps in Super Mario RPG. I was never able to do that. It's probably a little easier in the remake than it was on SNES, though. Mike says he got almost everything. This one, Mognet, the end game. Yup. Oh, that's another thing I'd forgotten about, Mike. Probably because of what? Disk space constraints. Final Fantasy IX, you get to the end and you can't go back to everywhere. There's like vines or something growing in the way. 8 was worse. I do love Final Fantasy 8, but I don't even understand why they gave you the ability to roam the world at the end. You couldn't go anywhere. FF9 Tetra Triad card game is my jam. I don't remember that one as much as, what was it, Triple Triad in 8? What was it called in that? But I remember that banging music you got when you played it. What am I, down to like 1 life? Yeah, this ain't... It's gonna be a short run. You're like, where did he get to? He did not make it very far at all. And to think I used to be able to go and get the hammer without, like, dying. Can't do that anymore. Got my bagged lunch. Oh no, he's red. He means business. Oh, dude, come on. Damn slimes. They trick you. 8 was mid. I liked 8. The random rule. I don't remember that one. Just hearing about rules makes me think of the freaking laws and judge crap they added to Final Fantasy Tactics after a while. Can you imagine that? You're like fighting somebody. Judge shows up. You broke the law, buddy. What? We're trying to kill each other. Yeah, but you can't break these laws whilst you try to kill each other. Are you serious? Yeah. Dude, law's no joke. What? No swords, bro. You can use any other weapon. No swords. Get it together. Can I talk to your superior officer? Bro, I'm a judge. I'm both. What if I don't pay the fine? You go to hell. I guess they kind of course corrected in, what would it be, Final Fantasy 12, where the judges are like pretty badass. Yeah, stupid judge crap. Whose idea was that? To It's like a Reddit moderator that shows up. You typed in all caps. Get banned. Like, what? I'm yelling. Of course I'm going to type in all caps. Can't do it while you're fighting. Might hurt somebody's fifis. Dude, go the other way. Stupid bat. Come on, there we go. I guess it didn't matter. I missed him anyways. Where'd the slime come from? They're ambushing me. Dude. As far as I got. Stuck by a bat. He is just enjoying himself. Oh, God. It's the man made of cheese that wields an axe. Yeah, eat it, buddy. Okay. Yeah, I remember like in Final... Well, we're talking about Final Fantasy. I remember like in 10... I don't know if I liked 12 the first time I played it. I think that was one of those acquired tastes. Like, I had to play it again later to really appreciate it. 13 was probably the same. I did not like the opening to 13. But what's there is really good for 13. It's just unfortunately wrapped up in a really overly long tutorial. I don't know why they decided to do it that way, but I don't want to try fight. You know what? I'd jump over him, but I'd probably hit him. He's the red one that throws crap. That's not gonna go good. I'm not gonna be able to dodge this. I feel like all you can do is Rocky Balboa it. The slimes ain't gonna help. Yeah, I ain't getting past him. Should've just jumped over him. I ain't gonna do it now. Wish I had down thrust. Yeah, he's smart. Look at that. He said, "Go ahead, jump on my head. Do it." He said, "Do it, buddy. Come on. I got a hard head." I started 13 too, and then I got pulled away by something. 13 lightning returns. It didn't like. Yeah, 13 is one of those experiences. Like, I try to tell people, I'm like, you know, it's strange trying to recommend something to somebody when you kind of have to open with like, okay, well, you might not like it at first, and they're like, well, if I don't like it right away, why play it? And it's like, because the thing that's strange about the game is that when it opens up, it gets really good. It truly is like a completely different game by that point. But I don't know why. Maybe they just needed to pad it out a little bit. Maybe they originally had something entirely different on their hands. Oh, jeez. I'm really not going to make it. Damn. What's my experience at? Maybe I can cheese. Nah, I'm not even close. Probably just let myself die at this point. It's gonna be by slime. It is! I'm gonna step on him and kill myself and be like, what happened? Again, it's like, he died? I mean, I don't have to do anything? Yeah, what happened? He stepped on a slime. A slime got him! I wanna shake that slime's hand. It's gonna be one of these guys. Come on, you cheek. I wanna drop another one of those so I can use life? It's like my only hope in hell is to get a freaking magic vial. Oh, I ain't going in there. Putting in an O for out of here. Oh, no. God, my whole life flashed before my eyes. You know what's going to happen? I'm going to get a magic vial, or he's going to trick me. Man, I did die by a slime. Terrible. Live streaming this for the whole world to see. Go me. My ego is bruised. But you know what? I missed this. So maybe in a way, it was meant to happen. What did they say? Lord... Or did I miss this? Or did I get this? Did I get it when it was dark? I don't wish my mental state on anyone. I really don't. I'm like somebody that has Alzheimer's. Oh, I didn't get it. But I don't have Alzheimer's. point. See, Jesus took the wheel. He knew what I needed. He's like, bro, you missed something. Let me show you the way. You gotta die first. What? You trust me. So I'm dead. It was too modern high school poppy shit in my taste. Gameplay and boss battles were cool. Hitting the trigger for the gunblade was super cool back in the day. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they were actually... Yeah, I mean, it was like teen angsty, but... They were cool, though. So it's alright. Ow. Oh my god. I gotta stop doing that. Ganon's got nothing to worry about. He's like, I really don't think we're gonna have any trouble with this guy. He seems like some Temu link. Somebody got a good deal on him. $4.99. They got a whole link. I don't trust myself. I think I used to be like a ninja blocking these guys. Not anymore. Come on, dude. That'll be what I'm live streaming when I'm an old man. Be like, watch me try to play this. Come on, dude. Do it, do it. Be a big hit, I hope. What'll die first? Me or my hands when I have the arthritis? Does Fairy come back? Fairy come back? No, I won't sing. I friggin' hate that. I hate when content creators sing. Drives me nuts. We all have pet peeves. I never played any of the Final Fantasy games on... Like, oh wait, I don't think I did. There might have been like a free trial or free-to-play weekend. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure I never played any of them. The only games I ever really got serious or semi-serious into was like... Diablo 2 you could play online. I think you could play the first one online as well. Kind of got into those for a little while. Lineage 2 and then like World of Warcraft, I think up to... I think the Burning Crusade or whatever the first... Oh, and Guild Wars. I played Guild Wars and World of Warcraft, I think up to their like first expansions. And this kind of fell off. That was back when you had to buy the expansion. It was like 5 discs. 5 or 6 or more discs. Yeah, they don't do that anymore. Are you the healer lady? Oh, you're beat to crap. No, I don't want the mirrored person. Go away. I think the magic, like, always the orange old lady. A lot of people say the story for 14 is great, but those same people seem to love 16. Barf. 6. Oh, 16! I forgot about that game. The one with the supermodel guy. He was like all over social media for a while. Whoever voiced Clive. He's like a pretty boy guy. Kind of got tired of seeing his face. Nothing against him, just saying. I'm like, yes, he's an attractive man. Can we talk about something else? Is the game good? But look how pretty. Biff strong body, yes. Lost me after Final Fantasy 15. I remember liking 15. That's the one with Noctis and... What's his name? Prompto or whatever, and Ignis. I remember liking it. It had cool summons. But that was a game that was so big. I only beat that once. I just... You know, I don't have time to beat these games like multiple times anymore. Or the desire, really. I feel like you get so burnt out just beating a game once. Like, I was loving Metaphor, ReFantazio. It's a great game. But man, I pumped like 100 hours into it. And I know I'm near the end, but it's like you just get so worn out. You know, you're like, I've been playing this game for so long. Dang, slime. It's my own fault for... Oh no. Come on, dude. I knew he was going to do that. Man, they're tricky. They don't care. They're just like, come on, look at me, I'm running away. Oh, psych! Next thing you know, they've stabbed you in the shins. Oh, excuse me, I don't know where the hell that came from. I'm like talking, and then all of a sudden the burp is like, sup? Yep, I agree, Jason. It's kind of like what, Metal Gear Solid, Phantom Pain. They had some plans. I guess the game was 15 was probably more rough around the edges when it first released, and just had like areas that you couldn't explore. And then from what I understand, they updated it, right? And you could kind of go off like the path, so to speak, and explore more. But yeah, you get to the end, especially, and it just feels very narrow road, go here, nothing to do but complete. And then I understand like a lot of the DLC plans got scrapped, which, I mean, how much of one game can you really pump out though? So, but I liked it. I remember liking 15, especially when it turns dark. That it gets pretty dark. Probably shouldn't have used life. Get smacked around by a slime immediately after. Alright. These guys aren't so bad if you time it. Woohoo! Oh yeah, the controls for the... when your car could fly, and it only had like one point. Like there's only like one place you could go and land. And it was like that stupid platforming dungeon or whatever the heck they added. I went to block that and then changed my mind. Let it hit me in the back of the head. What is wrong with me? I'm not going to be able to jump up there, right? I don't have enough. This is not good. Well then, I need a magic vial. Or that guy's going to beat the crap out of me. What to do? My kingdom for not that guy. Can't go back in there. There's the death fish. I just have to tough it out. I don't want to though. Dude, come over here. Alright, I like this one. Wish I had down thrust, man. I'd open up that guy's skull. Jump this way. Oh, what a nice little guy. Okay. No! I'll never be Michael Jordan. I need more magic. Not enough gas in the tank. See, I shouldn't kill him there because he's going to drop that damn blue bottle. And then Mr. Red there, Big Red's going to be like, come on, buddy. Come get it. Go away. I want that red vial. Then I can take a pounding and I can just heal. There we go. Man. I'll be here all month. I ain't gonna do this too many more times. If it doesn't work out, I'll just Rocky Balboa it. Block the damage with my face. I'll try one more time. I love how he didn't learn how to block punches till like Rocky 4, I think. it's like, hey, good block that. Yeah, you could this whole time. The other times you were just using your face. Alright, now I know that was probably a bad idea. Because yeah, I'm never going to jump up there now. Oh man, because of the weird... You need momentum. Alright. Zip. Don't do it, slime. He's gonna mess everything up. Whee! Alright, that could have gone better, but not bad. All things considered. Using a trainer on the Steam version of 15 made it fun to finish after originally starting a game of PS4. Using a trainer on the Steam version. I don't know what that... would I know what that means, or is that like a... Is that like a mod? Oh no, these minty fresh bastards. Throwing their Selsun blue fingernails. Look at this. Are they dandruff? Stop throwing so many! Selsun blue bastard. Oh no. The bats are gonna mess everything up. No, I guess they didn't need to. They look like Zubats. Come on, Zubat. Come on. Isn't there a red vial coming up? I need it. Oh no, a red one. He means business. They're just teasing me at this point. That ain't... Cripes. Man, look at him move. He's like Knuckles. Oh no. This is gonna be terrible. He pauses. I hate that. Uh-oh. Go away. I know he's gonna jump. I know he's gonna do it. Don't do it. Oh no. Ah! One more. Damn. It's Game Genie, essentially. Okay. A trainer. I wonder if I've probably heard that, but... If I did, I don't remember. It's kind of like using a... Oh gosh, some people probably call them scripts, running a script. Because I know one of the tricks to getting... I never tried it. But to get the jump rope thing in Final Fantasy IX, because you can play a lot of Xbox games on PC, some people say you play it on PC and you run a script, I guess. The game just does the jump roping for you. I thought about it, I'll be honest. But I didn't care that much, you know. It's the achievement hunting days had passed by then. I was like, yeah, you know, I was a teenager maybe. But... I don't need the magic. I should probably... Nice. I love that that's just sitting there. I love it. Come across a magic vial sitting on the ground. I'm gonna drink that shit. How'd Link get sick and die? He just ate stuff he found on the ground. Alright, I think there's a big red in this room. They're terrible to fight. This is why. 'Cause the low ceiling. Man, if I could just get in there. Dude, I should just stop trying to jump. Man, I shouldn't have jumped so much. I'm used to stabbing him in the face. That was god-awful. Yeah, Ganon's really got his work cut out. That's probably why I jumped, because... Aw, man. They're so tough. Nothing like cheese in it. I ain't getting the hammer. It's gonna be terrible. No! I didn't see him coming. Oh no. Not these guys. Got PTSD. Dude, stop with the... How's that not hurt? Oof, 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 oof. Like... Alright, now I gotta confess. I don't remember where to go from here. I want to go down, right? Stab their feet and jump the axe. Yeah, but sometimes they throw a second one, though. And that's where they get me. I can't react. It had to be done. I think I still have to fight one more. I might not beat him. I don't really care. If I can get the hammer, it's okay if I die. Is he in this room? I didn't need that. I want to be nice, you drop a red one. He did not. let me past you, please. Alright. Now I don't care what happens. That'll probably be a good spot. Yeah, that's probably a good spot to stop. Because, yeah, we made a good... Got the hammer, so now I can just cheese to get back there. Yeah, it's a bastard of a move. Big Red does. Yeah, because it's not so bad when you jump. You know? And then you can stab him when there's that lull. But I don't know if there's a pattern. I feel like he just kind of indiscriminately tosses a second one sometimes. And you only have time enough to really see it behind his head. And then you're like, ah, he's going to hit me right in the face. Bought an unlimited lifetime membership to Cheat Happens website during a safe. They released trainers for nearly everything on PC. Oh, wow. Never heard of them. Back when I was, into cheating games. What was it? Diablo, Godly Armor. What was it? Godly Plate of the Whale? That was like a big cheat thing people went for. I only vaguely recall how you, duplicate things in that game. Didn't it have something to do with... In Diablo, you, drop something... And you, move until it's at, the edge of the screen, and then you go to pick it up. And you, swap it with something else as your character grabs it. I don't... Cheats, man, back in the day were weird. How anyone ever figured this stuff out. Like the Pokemon duplication glitch, and... who was playing and was like, oh, man, you know what I found? Alrighty, so I guess, been a couple hours if you count Secret of Evermore, so that's probably a good, already up to 2 freaking deaths. Ooh. Man, it's amazing how you can be good at a game at one point in time, and then, whoo-wee, you fall off. Reminds me, I used to be, halfway decent at Counter-Strike and Halo, and good lord, you watch me play Halo now, it's embarrassing. You'd be like, you said you were good at this. Well, I was for maybe 2 years, a long time ago. Yep, drop something on the ground, walk a certain distance, click on it, and right when you're about to pick it up, you click on another item in your inventory. I think it's... Okay, it sounded familiar. Yeah, that was Diablo 1, right? You could do that in. This weird duplication. It's amazing that and now that stuff gets patched. I don't like that. Maybe that's not a popular opinion to have, but I saw that they patched Expedition 33 to nerf moves, and I know, excuse me, some of the FromSoft games got patched. And I was like, come on, these are primarily single player experiences. Don't go back and nerf and change things. If people have figured out weird ways to cheese the game or break it, leave it alone. It's kind of like what we talked about with, these companies having the back door to brick your hardware. It's you changed the game. I liked it the way that it was. And here's the other thing. Never mind nerfing stuff. What happens when they patch games and they break them? That happens every now and then. It's oh, this got a patch and now it runs like crap. So, I don't know. I think it's just stupid. Just balance it right the first time. Or you know what? Don't lose sleep over it. Oops, we accidentally left Ultimate Weapon in the game. Well, leave it there. I'll never update my Tears of the Kingdom. Why? What got... Did anything get nerfed or changed with that? Tears of the Kingdom? If I heard about it, I missed whatever they changed. Still first version with easy item dupe glitch. You can duplicate items? I know about certain exploits I've seen where people... Oh god, what do? They jump and drop bombs and they can send Link flying through the air. But I don't think I ever knew you could duplicate stuff. Is it only in Tears of the Kingdom, or can you do that in Breath of the Wild? I've played these games. How the heck did I not know this stuff? Wasn't aware. Yeah, I wasn't either. I just knew that people had, like, broken the game, got Link to, like, pop through walls, send him flying. Which is hilarious to see. I love watching the videos where they send Link flying through the air so fast that the game actually hitches because it's loading. You're flying through it so fast that the game's like, hold up, wait. Let me load some stuff. Mike says, always keep my GameCube copy of Metroid Prime so you can sequence break. Yeah. Don't take that stuff out. Like, I don't know. It's just weird to me. I mean, I guess sequence breaking when you're jumping ahead, like, you know, on a remaster or a different version of the game, like Metroid Prime Remastered, you know. Okay, whatever. That's maybe like a little different. But like, don't reach through somebody's internet and like patch their game. I love Prime, Metroid Prime. It's a good game. That remaster was insane. I feel like that was one of those games that maybe came out and Nintendo, probably wishing they priced it a little higher. Because it was very reasonably priced for what it was. And I don't know if they just didn't have faith in it, or they had one of those like rare moments where they're like, hey, let's be nice to our fans. But I'm glad it did well. Hopefully we get Prime 2. You hold items while jumping, then drop them. Easy as F in the first version. How does that, while jumping and drop them, how does that duplicate them? Do you like drop them and you're still holding them? Yeah, never heard about this. Yeah, one of the other zany things I remember hearing about is like you could like whistle while running up a hill. And apparently you could kind of bypass having to climb up steep things. You could just run up them whistling. And it's like, man, who thought of that? And why did I never think of it? It looks ridiculous, but it's hilarious. He's running up a cliff face. It's practically like a straight drop. But he's like, I'm whistling, so it's okay. Whistle while you work your way up the cliff. I can still kind of vaguely recall playing games like Mario Brothers 3 and finding the whistle, or like going behind the level, you know, where you can like duck on the certain pieces of the level, and Mario will just drop behind things. And I don't think I ever explicitly thought it, but you kind of get it like twisted around in like your, I don't know, 6 or 7 or 8 year old mind, where you feel like this is somehow like broken. And it's like, no, they put that in the game. You can run behind the geometry at the end of the level and find a secret. They put that there. And then you get the whistles and you think you're kind of like cheating or breaking the game. And it's like, no, you don't understand. They put those things in there. But it felt totally different back then. Essentially, it drops the items, but they never leave your inventory. Okay, wow. They must have got right on that because I never heard about it. Disabled auto updates immediately afterwards. Wow, I never heard about that one. It's probably a reason. Damn Nintendo. They're like, oh, stop duplicating stuff. Stop having fun in your single player game. That's like what Animal Crossing, right? Where they limited you to like one island per console. And it's like, Nintendo. What? Why are you guys losing? I love Nintendo, but they're so backwards in some ways. It's like, who at your company is losing sleep over people like having multiple towns on the same Switch and like, I don't know, trading with themselves or something to get things? Like, I don't know, man. Nintendo's so weird. I think you'd like Tears of the Kingdom, Mike, and Breath of the Wild. Those, I think they're both equally great games for like different reasons. Story and Breath of the Wild's definitely better. But Tears of the Kingdom has like more fun mechanics, I think, and there's a lot of stuff to find and do. But Breath of the Wild's also one of those, like, sounds kind of lame saying it, but it's like you bring your imagination. It's just a fun game to play and explore and look around, and first time we've ever seen Hyrule at that scale before, so I'm one of the few people I know that I do not like Twilight Princess. I I did the first time I played it because I do like the aesthetics and like how dark it is. But I bought that again when it came out on the Wii U, and I don't think I ever got past the first dungeon. It's just like it's too easy for one. Like I'm not like one of those hardcore, oh man, it's gonna be super hard. But like it's too easy. The whole game is like full of nothing. Is that the game where they split the freaking heart containers into 5, like instead of 4 pieces, just to pad the game out? You needed 5 now. I don't know. I feel like once you get past like how cool it looks and like you can like pet the dogs, I guess, there's nothing there. I just, it was too easy and it wasn't deep enough. Yeah, I agree, Jason, with Breath of the Wild, because when that came out, I bought it on the Wii U because I was not an early adopter of the Switch, and I couldn't get into it. It's like I don't know what it is about this. I would beat like one of the divine beasts and I would drop it. Then I'd come back and I would do the thing where I'm like, well, I don't remember what I was doing, so I'm gonna erase my file and start over. I'm gonna really try again this time. And I do the same thing. But when I got it on the Switch, this sounds lame, but it was discussed. The Switch has higher sound quality. So like the birds, the sound of the wind, like the grass, that the sounds like that makes the world feel so much more alive on Switch, whereas like the Wii U was like muted. It didn't have much of that. So same thing. It were just like explore, explore, explore. Like it was so fun to go everywhere. And even though after a while you kind of get the formula down, you know what you're going to find, it was still fun to just go and look and talk to the different characters. And I still play Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom every now and then. And even though I'm not going to be getting a Switch 2 immediately, I'm still hyped for the updates those games are going to get, because I mean that's really like the only thing you can say about them on Switch is that the FPS could have used some work, and 60 is obviously better than 30, but whatever. Every game gets its dues nowadays with that kind of stuff. It's like playing Fallout on PS3 and Xbox 360 ran like crap, but playing them on things now, you can finally play those games nice and smooth. And hopefully Nintendo doesn't get too carried away with charging for updates. And I don't know. I know some are going to be free and some are going to cost money. And it's like, okay, Nintendo, as long as it's deserving of it, don't go crazy. And then I just hope too many games don't. Like I saw that the Suikoden 1 and 2 collection. It's like, what is it? It's like coming to, is it PS5 or is it Switch 2? And I'm like, does it really need to be? I mean, it's going to be the same game, right? Like, what does it need to be? Like, Switch 2 copy. I could be wrong. Maybe I didn't see that, but I think I did. But I guess I should be grateful that they're releasing it at all, right? Hopefully that means the series, Konami actually lets someone do something with it, because people clearly want it. And I'm really hoping freaking Capcom gets around to Breath of Fire. It's like, come on. Yeah, Fire Soul, I agree. It was an incredible experience. The first, it's still fun to go back and play, but there is never going to be anything. And I say the same thing about Evermore to people. Some people are like, oh, I played that and I hated it. And I was like, yeah, but you don't understand. Once you know where to go and what to do and how to work everything out, the mystery's gone. Like, try to enjoy it the first time. You don't always need to know where to go and what to do, and just enjoy the experience. Oh yeah, that stupid game key card crap. Just more junk. You know, those are going to be worthless. Although, wait, I say that. Watching like 30 or 40 years, they might be worth some money because they'll all be crap. You can't play these anymore, but these were a thing. Yeah, Mega Man Legends. I bought a freaking 3DS for that. They got me. Not to, I know I'm like looking to go here and wrap up, but I was thinking, you know, I watch all these like videos. I don't know why. Probably because I'm just curious to listen to people try to justify their stances they have on things. You see all these like bizarre takes like Nintendo's evil, which I kind of mentioned already. And these people are talking about, you know, like, oh, the Switch 2 is, you know, it's barely a PS4 or whatever, and Nintendo's selling the same Mario Kart game again. And I'm like, hold on a minute though. That's not true. Because believe it or not, people don't go out and waste money on things that aren't deserving of it. Otherwise, the Intellivision Amico never would have had any trouble. Everybody would have wanted that thing. And I understand a lot changes in a little bit of time. Like when the 3DS was going through its struggle and the Wii U, I don't think we were quite at the point where people were as purchase happy. Like FOMO and scalping maybe wasn't like quite as big of a deal then. I feel like COVID really fueled people's want to like buy, spend, especially when it comes to electronics. But I'm like, listen, if something comes out, you know, the whole like beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Like if somebody wants something because it's going to provide entertainment value for them, they'll buy it. Is it going to be maybe a little overpriced? Yeah, whatever, sure. But I mean, I don't know. Is that really on the people buying it? Like, and I feel like the people that are really trying to tear up Nintendo, they want it. You know they're going to buy it, but they're stomping their feet and, you know, calling them, I just can't get over it, evil. I'm like, we know what evil looks like, guys. Come on, evil. They're like a toy company. I don't know. It's disappointing. Like, I can understand that stance. It's like, oh man, that's a lot of money, right? But I don't know. There's other stuff. Like, I still got my PS2 here and PlayStation 3. I just bought a Wii so I can play like GameCube and Wii games. Like, there are so many other, and you always hear people talking about like these backlogs. Oh man, I got a backlog. I got this backlog. I'll just play my back. Well, then play your backlog. Like, stop. I don't know what it is. I feel like we just live in an age now where people, they have to buy stuff. And I think COVID really, you know, gave that like a shot in the ass. Like B12 or something. It's like people got a taste of that unemployment money and it just, the mentality stuck. Because it's weird to think that the 3DS was kind of one of the last things that came out in terms of like consoles, where its fate was kind of like a little, will it, won't it? And Nintendo, you know, swallowed their pride, brought the price down, and they course corrected. Sony didn't do that with the Vita because the Vita essentially kind of went through the same thing. And look what happened to that. It was a fine little machine. You know, a bunch of people bought it and liked it, and other developers kept it alive for years after Sony dumped it. And all Sony had to do was bundle it with like a nice memory card, bring the price down, whatever. But, you know, because Nintendo tried the same thing. Again, here's the thing. If it was true that people just bought everything, oh, Nintendo, what do they call them? Nintendrones? I don't know. They just buy all the slop Nintendo puts out. Well, then why'd the Wii U flop? Nintendo tried real hard to make that work. I'm telling you, their next flop, we're getting Mother 3. Because we got Earthbound, the game people thought was never going to see the light of day. Because, oh, it's got, I heard everything. Some of the music, sounds too similar to the Beatles. The red trucks look like Coca-Cola. You know, and then it's like the Wii U's flopping, and they go and punch the glass, and they're like, Earthbound. So I'm telling you, their next flop, you better hope we get one, because that's when Mother 3 comes out. Anyways, that's my rant. I have weird, really strange thoughts. But try telling anybody this online, and they'll just stop defending the billion-dollar company. I'm not defending them. I'm just pointing out that people, they're not mindlessly blowing hundreds or thousands of dollars helplessly on stuff. People buy things, and you know, and you can't really dispute this one. Bad or not, Nintendo does make quality stuff. You know, they do. I mean, I don't think I've ever had a Nintendo product break. I've had, and I mean, man, I've beaten the crap out of some of the stuff I've owned. But they make good stuff. I know a lot of people complain about Joy-Con drift. I've never personally experienced it. But Nintendo wants to make money, but they also simultaneously, they do care about their brand image. And yeah, they do all kinds of other dumb crap. Like some 14-year-old kid with cancer makes like a demo of like his favorite Mario 64 level, and they send him a cease and desist letter. You know, or they want to go after people who are emulating. I don't know, they're kind of weird, but whatever, you know. And for anybody criticizing, it's like you have to try to understand that if you were creating something, because everybody's like, I'm just going to pirate everything. But hold on a minute. And I'm not defending Nintendo. If you ran a business and you were making something and people were just circumventing the purchase to get what you were making and enjoy it anyways, you wouldn't just sit there and do nothing. And that's not defending them. That's just a fact. Like if I wrote a book, I own it. It's copyrighted, right? You don't have the right to reproduce it, even if you give it away for free. I don't think a lot of people understand that. Money doesn't even have to be involved. You don't have the right to reproduce it and distribute it. But it's like if I made something and then someone else is bypassing the sales that I might get, because everybody's like, oh, well, the people pirating it aren't going to buy it anyways. It doesn't matter. You still can't reproduce it. I don't know. It's not defending them. I'm just trying to point out that everyone in that situation would do the same thing because that's their business that's being hurt. So it's hard. I don't know. I just don't see why Nintendo's just supposed to like suck it up because apparently they've got money to burn, right? It doesn't work that way. Anyways, I'm ranting. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. You're probably like, dude, what is he talking about? But yeah, the Wii U flopped because they didn't name it something new. I don't know about that one. You know, a lot of people say that. I just think that it just wasn't appealing to people. Because nobody bought the 3DS when that came out either. That got a price drop pretty quick. And even though Nintendo tried to make the Wii U work, for whatever reason, I don't know. Nobody wanted it. And man, they put a Smash Brothers on that thing. We got Bayonetta 2. Was that Wii U? Earthbound. There was a Mario. That's where Mario Kart 8 came from, right? Yeah, Wii U. They tried. But I don't know. Yeah, Jason, I've given up on the idea of a backlog. Yeah. Yep, that same. I don't really try to worry about games that I missed. I just worry about stuff that I'm interested in. You know, like somebody keeps asking me, oh, what is it? There's some game that was out. They're like, you gonna play it? You gonna play it? I'm like, probably eventually. Wish I could remember I'll remember as soon as I stop the stream. But alrighty, guys. It's about 2.5 hours. It was good hanging out with you. I love talking about. I like talking more this time actually. Final Fantasy and Borderlands, and nice talking about like the Switch and all that stuff. Gaming memories. All right, so I'll probably continue this. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow would be a good night to stream again, and then I'll probably just take the holiday weekend off or something like that. But alrighty, guys, it was fun hanging out. Nice completing Secret of Evermore and embarrassing myself, showing you how bad I am at this game. But it was fun. All right, everybody, have a good night. And if I don't see you, have a good, safe holiday weekend. Thanks. I'll see you next time.